approaching his 50th birthday, but still kicking it. He's the one and only, the Super Samoan, Mark Hunt. Hello, Mark. How are you?
Yo, what's up, hero? How you doing, man?
It's good to see you, my friend. Look at that. You got a little white there in the beard too, huh? We're getting some, what is that? A little salt and pepper?
Yeah, time, bro. Got a bit of grays going on there, and that's it.
I love it. How are you doing?
Good, man. How's things? Yeah, doing good.
Everything's good. Everything's good here. I have to say,
That song that you're talking about, I think it's called Regulators.
Yes, you knew that.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I heard you saying it, so I was just, isn't that, anyway.
Regulators, mount up. It was a clear black night. A clear white man, Warren G was on the street trying to consume.
That's it, Warren G, right there.
That's
You
right.
did it right there.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Well, it was very nice. I got a message from you over the weekend, and it was a nice surprise. Like I said, we haven't had you on in quite some time, and so I'm very happy to have you on. How would you say, like, how's life these days for you? You're approaching 50, right?
Yes, sir. I'm 49 and 50 in March, and I wanted to talk about coming back to fight. When I finished with the UFC, I think like 5-6 years ago, I said I want to complete my journey of fighting 6 more times. Since then, I think I've had only a couple of fights, a couple of boxing fights. So looking forward to. That's why I reached out to you.
Yeah, so
time to get back to.
So why only 2 fights since you left the UFC?
Well, I don't really want to get into that sort of thing right there.
Okay.
About it, but well, who knows? I've been talking to a lot of companies, but it just didn't seem to pan out. That's all.
Okay. And
yeah,
the issue, the legal issue between you and the UFC, is it done now? Are you moving on?
Well, that has been thrown out of court, to be honest. But I don't want to talk about that stuff. You know what I mean? It's
sure. No, I don't mean to drudge it all up again. But I just wanted to know, like, as we kind of check where you're at in life, mentally, are you moving past that? Are you comfortable with moving on with your life?
Well, right now the monster's sitting looking that way. They got a chance to go that way, and it's on them. There's a lot of liability here for them to go that way. While the monster's looking that way, but if they don't take that opportunity right now, they're going to have a lot of issues. And I've said that a lot of times, that if they don't walk past there or sneak past there while the monster's looking that way, the issues will be far greater than what it is. The judges threw the case out already, but we have a lot of other issues at play here at hand now, so it's on them to make things correct. So, like I said, like I said, when they're watching this right now, but like I said, I'll give you this opportunity to go that way to fix things.
Okay.
Because if you don't, you're going to have so much more issues. Much more issues. You already know what problems you have already at the moment. So, but what I wanted to talk about was fighting again. So
yeah. Okay. So, and when you say fighting, do you mean boxing or MMA?
Well, like I said before, 6 fights to finish. I've had 2. I've had 2 boxing fights. I'm kind of keen on doing some bare-knuckle.
Oh. Wow!
I have been talking to the company. Yeah, I've been talking to the company before a while ago, but it just didn't. We just didn't lock down a deal at all. So But I'm keen on doing some bare knuckle. I have been. I had a little message with the champ, Mickey Terrell. So maybe we could could throw hands together somewhere.
You like that bare knuckle stuff? It's gruesome stuff. You think that this is good for you?
Well, I mean, no one says fighting is good for anybody, but to be honest, you got to be kind of dumb to say, well, fighting is good for me. But, like I said, what it provides is financial stability, something else. So,
sure.
I don't fight because I love to. I fight because God has put me to be a fighter. It provides good money, and that's what it is. It's an honest living. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to sit here shit in your pants to say that I love doing it. It's just fighting. It is what it is.
Yeah, and there's BKFC.
Growing up, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. But God said, you are going to be a fighter, and that's what I've been doing with my whole life. It's been over 3 decades.
Yeah, it's been an incredible run.
And I'm still going, so,
And what's the motivation as you approach 50? Why do this?
Of course, the motivation has been money from the start. It's always been money. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say if I get lies. I mean, I love getting punched in the face. I mean, everyone's got to have a job. like I said before, it's an honest way to make a living, but it's always about finances, and that's it. Yeah,
And
gotta get paid, my friend.
no, I get it.
Gotta get paid.
The cheddar makes it better, like Rampage Jackson said.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, everyone has to get up every day and go to work to do something. I mean, you talking to me, you're getting paid somewhere or other. I mean, everyone's got to have a job. So, I think 99% of the globe has to go to get up and work in some form. And it's just that the form of work I do, well, a few of the fighters that do, we get belted around. So,
So
it is what it is.
You mentioned bare knuckle. I've seen you also tweet at Jake Paul. Is this a fight that you want, Jake Paul in a boxing? Because I don't think he's going to do bare knuckle.
Well, I don't know, man. Is that the fight that he wants? I mean, shucks. I mean, I always thought he was kind of small for it, but I mean, if he wants to throw hands, man, I'll throw hands with anyone. To be honest.
Are you impressed
that
with
ain't
him?
A problem. I actually like what he's done. He's actually done a lot of good things for himself in fighting. But I mean, he can sell out stadiums as being as a YouTuber. So I have respect on that side for him. But as skill level goes, I don't think so, to be honest. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds?
Sure.
Only God knows.
Do you have any interest in going back to MMA, or is it just like BK or boxing type stuff?
Well, man, I love MMA. I just, I had you were there when I had my run in MMA. I had a few hiccups along the road. Got into issues with the company, and I haven't had a fight since. I haven't had an MMA fight since. But that is what it is, and we move on. We get up and move on. We don't just sit around and eat cheesecake like I was.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
How big did you get?
Well, I got pretty big, bro. I got like maybe 162 or something.
Kilos.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what that is.
I think it was like over 300 pounds.
357.
Yeah, 162 or 150 pounds.
357
pounds.
Pounds.
Pretty heavy, right?
Wow, what are you now?
I'm still fat, but I just started back to training, so.
And how does it feel getting back?
Training.
As you're approaching 50, how does the body feel?
I'm not going to lie, it's not easy. It's pretty hard, but like I said, it's like riding a bike. You get up, and you just keep getting up, and that's it.
When you see,
it just takes time.
You see the success. It's amazing. Like when you started, Australian MMA was nothing, New Zealand MMA was nothing, and now it's become like an epicenter. Do you take pride in that? Because I feel like you were a trailblazer, and this is a byproduct of your career, of your success and pride in the UFC and K1. Do you take pride in that? Do you feel that way as well?
Well, not really, to be honest. I feel like there's still a lot of changes that need to be made, and that's why we've been in these wars and on the other side about it. The changes still need to be made. And like I said, been working hard at the other end trying to fix things. And until that's done, I feel then I can be proud of something. Legacy. After not just being a fighter my whole life, fighting not just in the octagon or trying to be the world's best fighter or the champion. For me, it's not about that. It's about as a pioneer, laying the platform for others. And that's one thing I was proud of, is laying the platform for others. And like I said, I'm still working at the end to make things better on the other side. So that's one thing I'm proud of. So standing up for the right thing and saying, "Oh, look, this isn't right," and then trying to fix it, regardless of being one person.
When you say you're working on that now, what do you mean by that? How are you working on this?
Well, I can't really speak about it right now. I'm not trying to go into the hard argument of the fuck UFC bullshit or whatever it is, but I'm not going to say that. I think that's embroiled most of my life, my fighting career, in a bad way, to be honest. And the narrative people got out there about me is not good, especially about the things I was standing for against the UFC. All I said was, speaking about it, was I wanted an even playing field, which I never got. 7-8 years later, I'm still here. And like I said, the monster's looking that way, and these guys got a chance to think that way. But if they don't, everything I said in the past will come true.
I have to be honest. I I know you're not trying to drudge up this stuff, but I'm not 1,000% sure what you're referring to here with the monster. What are you talking? Can you
Like I said, I don't want to talk about that. What I talk about is, I know what you're trying to. What I want
No,
to talk about is the Swiss MMA Federation that I'm
tell me.
part of. You know,
Okay,
the only
what is
part
that?
that's part of it.
What is that?
The Swiss MMA Federation. The Swiss MMA Federation. It's a governing body, and you know what they stand for is trying to do what I've always wanted to do is start a pension for fighters. You know, because there's pensions in every other sport. Why don't we have one?
Yeah.
So, being a part of that, and also, you know, them being part of starting the Penelope Foundation, which is, you know, through domestic violence all over the globe and doing different things like this. You know, just something that I've been doing on the side also, which is great.
Did they reach
Yeah.
out to you, or you reached out to them?
Well, I've been speaking with them, and you know, especially with different things, which is great.
Okay.
So yeah,
California is trying.
but I am really excited about. No, sorry.
California is trying to institute a pension for MMA fighter as well. Did you see that?
I didn't. Like I said, I haven't really looked into. I've been just watching the boxing in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
With different things. That's all. I have been watching. You know, as you know, I don't really watch any MMA anymore. I mean, I used to watch a lot of the guys I used to train with. That do work for the UFC now, but I don't watch it anymore. I've been kind of interested in the boxing a lot more, the bare-knuckle, which is cool.
Joseph
Yeah.
Parker with a big win in December, right?
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez, he's like a beast.
He's
I
incredible.
always knew he had that skill a little bit, man. He just churned up. He had the technique. Now he just turned more of the animal in them, which is what he needed. So, which is good. It's good to see that him making waves. And Deontay Wilder's no slouch.
What do you think of what?
Where does he get all that power from? I mean, where does he get all that power from?
It's
Jeez.
Unbelievable. What do you think about what Francis has done?
That's amazing too. Like I said, I mean, I think if it wasn't for the antitrust lawsuit, he wouldn't be able to do a lot of those things. So I think it's awesome to see Francis do what he's doing, backing himself and go get paid properly. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, that in the end, that's what fighting is about. To be honest, is about you know, making money and being able to make the right opportunities. You know, not so yeah, he's done really well.
How closely do you monitor the progress of the antitrust lawsuit?
Well, you know, just hi to Rob Macy and to Alessandro. I mean, I don't know why Alessandro, bro. I don't know why you're still angry at me. I told you to let it go, but anyway, we talk. You know, I like I said, I've always been on the right side of trying to do the right things for fighters, always, and not just, you know, being part of with them, also with myself. So they're doing great. I think they're doing great, and you know, I think they're doing well. A lot of work for the fighters to make them an even playing field and then get better pay. Because if there's one thing that you shouldn't have is as a world champion, you know, asking for money or you know, saying, "Can I have more money?" Yeah, that's why I said that the bout that you have should represent freedom or anything like that. It's going to represent me asking you for more money. Because who the fuck are you? You ain't the person that fucking dropping blood in there. I mean, shucks, at the end of the day, I mean, we all, anyway.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand what you're saying. It's wild to see some of these emails come out. One of them was actually pertaining to you. Did you see this?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that just changed with the policies. Like I said, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Like I said, I've been in a battle, you know, with billionaire companies, and you know, I don't have their money, but I just don't. Like I said, I've always been one that saying if things aren't right, they aren't right. You know, I was offered you know, $3 or $4 million to take a dive in a fight here in Australia, and I said, you know, are you serious? I said no, because that's just not me. That's just the way, you know. Although I could have done with the money, you know, I was kind of going through some hard times with the separation and shit. But you know, I could have done with $3 or $4 million. But that's just not my character. It's not me. You know, I'd rather just, you know, go out my shield and lose or die on it. That's not what I'm about.
Wow, someone flat out asked you to take a dive for that much money, for $3-4 million.
Yeah, of course. Why? What am I sitting here shitting in your pants and lying?
No. That's just crazy to me that someone would have the audacity to do that.
I've always been real about shit.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Is that the first time someone asked you to do that?
It is. It is
Wow.
actually. It blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
It blew my fucking head right off my fucking shoulders, and I'm like, holy shit, how does it work?
Yeah.
But anyway, I just left that in the past. It's kind of negative shit, but it's real. I didn't come upon that until then. So
Okay. Have you talked to Dave Feldman and the guys over at Bare Knuckle? Have you specifically spoke to them?
I've actually talked to Mick, the champion. He's keen to throw hands, dude. I love to throw hands. Sucks. You're a big solid unit over there in England. He's ringing me. Can I just hang that up? Shit. Let me just decline that. Someone's fucking ringing me.
No problem.
Anyway, so I've spoken with someone at Bare Knuckle Management a while ago, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and then just recently about a match. And I've spoken at length about fighting with them, and I'm interested in Keenan. And every time, I don't know who it was, and every time I said, "Okay, send me the contract," I got ghosted.
Wow.
It was kind of funny. It made me laugh. It was the same thing like speaking with Chatri at the one championship about a fight, and then speaking in length with him, and the next minute they ghost me. I'm thinking, okay, well then why talk to me if you don't want me to rumble, bro?
When was that?
But Dave has actually messaged me about we've been speaking about a fight. Like I said, hopefully June we can sort something out. I'll be ready to throw hands, and hopefully I thought I'd take that title in 3 fights. I'll take it in 1. Take it in 1.
There's also Bare Knuckle MMA. Jorge Masvidal has an organization.
Well, I try to reach out to them also about an MMA fight, but I guess they just didn't get back. So who knows?
We need to fix this. I mean, you're Mark Hunt.
It's all about financials and trying to get paid. It shouldn't have to be the case these days, but we all make mistakes, and we have make issues. I mean, no one in this world is perfect. I mean, only after Jesus, but.
When you say
I'm excited for the challenge, to be honest, though, Errol. Excited for the challenge about doing this. I mean, seeing if I can do it at 50. I feel in my heart I can, clean up the. It kind of looks pretty weak to me. These fighters.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Can I ask you, Mark? When you say we all make mistakes, what are you referring to?
Well, I mean everything. Life, people make mistakes in life with everything.
But do you feel like you've made mistakes that you're paying the price for now?
I've made shitloads. Not about some things, but I've made shitloads of mistakes. I mean, shits. I mean, I'm not the one to sit up here and judge someone else, but like anything. I mean, my level of happiness is how I feel happy about doing something. Not about watching other people's socials and saying, okay, my life is shit because his life is so good. No, with the mistakes thing, yeah, everyone makes mistakes. That's just life, right?
I'm wondering if you feel like you are paying...
You're looking at me like I'm... Is this fucking guy all right? Is he?
No. I'm just trying to digest everything that you're saying. Do you feel like by being so outspoken about the UFC, in other words, that kind of like blackballed you from the MMA world, that other promoters didn't want to do business with you because they viewed you as a problem or a malcontent or anything? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, I don't know, man. Look, to be honest, what I do know is that I'm right about it. What I do know is that I ain't scared like everyone else. I'm not a person that has any fear of anything, apart from God. I mean, these people, and I said I wouldn't get into this, but and I won't. I'm just saying that my choices and what I did was right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always said that about standing up for what's right. And all I asked for was an even playing field.
Yep.
And like I said, the monster's looking at it that way. Get your asses that way. Otherwise, bro, you're going to have some serious issues.
Have you...
And those that are watching this, they know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, fair enough. So in a perfect world for you, it sounds like bare knuckle is what's really getting you excited right now. Like this would be the perfect route. Is that fair to say?
I mean, June, 3 fights, 4 fights, Yeah, why not? I like I said, the laundry, I went to take my laundry, and this lady found 3 mouth guards, and I said, oh, shit, I've been looking for those, and, those 3 mouth guards represent 3 more fights. Who knows?
Is that true?
Why not? Can make it true.
Yeah, no,
But like I said, I've been speaking to Dave. to David Feldman, and who knows? We could be throwing hands in England with or wherever
The big dog.
with Mickey, with Big
Hey,
Mick.
Rothwell, Mark Hunt too. How about that?
Well, that's another fight that I was talking about with Rothwell. I know we locked horns in Denver, Colorado.
I remember.
Ben Rothwell. But damn, that was a hard fight because if you don't get acclimatized to that air, bro, he's struggling like I was. Man, damn, that was a hard match. Not because of the fight, but because of the altitude.
Yeah. I would like to
Yeah,
see that
yeah.
again in bare knuckle. He's had success. Todd Duffy has been in bare knuckle. You remember him? So
Yeah, man. So there's a few more.
Junior Dos Santos. I'm talking about the heavyweights.
Junior, yeah. Ooh, that's another match. Hey, why
Yeah,
not? Hey,
I remember that. Alan Belcher has gone all the way up to heavyweight.
damn, really?
They just announced
Well,
last
so
night.
like I said, how long have they?
Did you hear this? They announced, actually, I reported last night, Junior Dos Santos versus Alan Belcher for the first ever game bred bare knuckle MMA heavyweight title, March the
Wow.
2nd in Orlando. Why don't we get you on that card?
That's great.
What do you think as a top contender?
Well, I've been talking with Dave Feldman. The thing is, look,
Oh, okay.
at the end of the day, as long as they put in the contract, the clause in the contract saying that if you get caught using steroids, you don't get any funds. And that's all I'm keen about, to be honest. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, all right. You want that in there. A lot of these guys, they've got great physique. I don't know what's going on, but
they're drinking too much Coca-Cola now.
Can I ask? You said something interesting. Here's let me tell you why I'm asking you this question now, because I understand where you're coming from. You don't want to talk about the negativity and be in the gutter and all that stuff. But it makes me sad that Mark Hunt can't watch MMA or be supportive of MMA and enjoy MMA because of what you did in the sport. And so I want to know if at some point, if you want to have feelings towards MMA that are positive and not take you back to this ugly, nasty place that you were in over the last few years, could you sit down and watch your former training partners and people who represent Australia and New Zealand so well and take enjoyment in MMA, or do you think that you'll never be able to have that relationship with MMA?
To be honest, the truth is, it's sad for me to sit here and look at like I've spoken about it before, about what's going on. The title, a world title, represents freedom, represents a lot of things. And one thing it represents, it should be, like I said, freedom. But what it doesn't, those titles that you talk about don't represent that at all.
Okay.
At all. You know that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, it shouldn't be something to be proud of. Because if you're sitting there saying, oh, wow, I mean, like the narrative years ago about when I was in there 8-9 years ago about being a UFC fighter was huge. I mean, everyone wanted to do it, but the narrative now is different because the truth people know. People know the truth now. And that shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like that. When you reach the pinnacle of any mountain, especially if it's a fighting mountain, it should be, you should get all the accolades or the money or the right. You shouldn't have to sit there and say, oh, like Ngannou did and said, oh, can I have a dollar, brother? Yeah. Give me $1, brother. No, fuck that. That's my dollar, motherfucker,
Right. Do you think Ngannou's success will change things?
Well, it's along the right path to make it happen. I mean, I think every other budding fighter, woman or man, can see, what the future holds. And, it doesn't matter whether they say, if I go this route, I can change things. No, like every other person's forefathers, they come along to try and make things better. Mm-hmm. The pioneer goes on to make things to cover the holes that you don't have to fall in. So, but his success should help with the rest of every other fighter. You see the right direction they want to go. So, yeah.
By the way, how do you feel about USADA being out of the UFC game?
Well, look, man, you know how I feel about it. I did speak with the boss of USADA. But they've got their own issues, and I don't want to talk about, like I said, the monster's looking that way.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Can I ask? Your kids are older now. Any of your boys, do they fight?
Man, my son's bigger and taller than me now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Who, Noah?
Right, he's taller than me. And my daughter's 12 and she's up here. I'm damn, I'm getting old, getting gray hair, getting fatter, getting harder. Things have changed, bro. It is what it is. It is. Oh, hey, bro, how are you?
Any of them fight?
No, they just hang out with their mates. Hey man, how are you? Cheer, brother. Happy New Year, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
They
same old, man.
None of them feel they've shown no desire to follow in your footsteps.
Well, dude, like I said, I don't love fighting. I love what fighting provides for me.
Right.
And like I said, only God. As I grew up, I didn't know what I wanted to be in life. All I was doing criminal shit. And God is what said, Mark, you're going to be a fighter. You're going to change people's lives. You're going to help people with their lives, and you're going to leave a legacy behind. And that's what I've been trying to do. So at the end of the day, my kids are enjoying their childhood, and that's all that matters to me. I don't give a shit what they do. Just that they stay out of trouble. I'm cool with it.
So, we get reflective when we reach milestones in our life, and 50 is obviously a big milestone. Do you look back?
Yeah, I mean, shucks, I'm actually surprised I even got here.
Yeah. You got many more to go. But I'm just wondering, do you look back with pride? Are you happy with what you've accomplished in the first 50 years of your life?
Well, I'm proud that I survived, and I've got some great kids, and I've done some of the things I've done. And I'm still at battle, I'm still in the zone. Getting my hands down. I'm still in the battle here, which for me is amazing. I love it, and I love trying to make change with different things. Being a pioneer is my duty as a pioneer to try and do things like this, regardless the outcome. Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, I remember 2010 in Indianapolis when it was supposed to be one fight against Sean McCorkle, and then you would go on your merry way. And now here you are, all these years later, still kicking it.
Well, even that is like I said, is a story behind that too. But it's been over 3 decades for me, and like I said, I'm back on the horse. Financially, it's good. It's good to make ends meet. There's been a big battle going on, and and here we are now. So which is it's great. So
which battle are you talking about?
Every battle, every damn battle. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh. Well, we need to see you in bare-knuckle this year. We need to make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen. I'm talking with David. We'll see where it goes from there. Hopefully, I can.
Do you need me to give David a call? Do you need me to put some pressure on him? What do you need me to do? How can I help?
You're doing exactly what needs to happen right here. So,
all right.
Me coming in your show, opens my voice a bit louder to everyone else, which is cool. So,
of course,
yeah. So, thank you. I appreciate for having me on your show here.
We've
or
come.
Should I say, man?
Mermaid. That's right. We've come a long way, Mark, and you're always welcome on this show. You're always welcome here.
Thank you, brother.
And I wish you nothing but the best. Happy birthday early. I know it's in a couple of months, but it's fun to reach a milestone like that and keep us posted. I want to see you compete this year, and I hope that you're able to do so in a healthy way and in a smart way and in the best way for you and your family.
Okay, brother. Thanks so much.
All right. There he
Appreciate
is.
the time, and see you later, guys.
Peace out. Yeah. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.